Good afternoon. This is Bob Knight. It's 5th day of October 2017. I want to talk about a couple trades I did today on MNKD, Mankind Corporation. This is the one-year chart on Mankind, on stocks to trade. The stock, it's a pretty big float, 105 million shares issued, 99.4 million to float. It does trade on average 3 million a day, but today a whopping 75.8 million shares, which of course corresponds with this huge move. You can see that, it had built this, it had made this V bottom and done an extended sideways trade on it. And, the last couple of days it had moved up strongly. And then, so I was looking to get long over this in here, the 360 range. Here's what I had to say about Mankind on my watch list. MNKD. Back in May, the stock made a V bottom to a low of 70 cents and then an extended right-hand base. Recently, it broke out of its base pattern and the last 2 days has traded up very strongly. Today, it traded up to resistance at 360 and closed just off the highs at 354. Over 360 and the price target is 450. Short ratio, 6.4 days to cover. So you can see if this thing is trading 3 million shares a day, it means it's got a 20 million share short position, which is a pretty big short position. 20% of the stock is short. So probably, one of the reasons why it spiking the way it is because of, short covering, short squeeze. It doesn't hurt my feeling whatsoever. Now, so here we are. I trade 2-day chart, 5-minute time frame. And on this chart, oops, here we go. I have the 15 EMA, exponential moving average, and the 5 EMA. So I was looking at getting along this stock over the 360, and in pre-market it starts, so this is 360 here, pre-market it starts to perk back up, and at the opening it does start to spike. I chase it, I get long at 385, and I sell into the push through the whole dollar at 410, it reaches a high of 415, and it comes back very sharply, corrects very sharply. And then just trading sideways between 380 and 410. But you can see the 15 EMA is starting to move up, and the 5 is making good support for it. So I like the trade. I think it's going to go higher. And I'm watching the price action. I see it take this perk and then this pullback. And then in this candle here, I do go long. I get long at $4. And as luck would have it, it does take off. Now, I'm a firm believer in selling all the way up. And maybe to a fault, but so I sell some at 420, some at 430, some at 445, and then into this candle here I sell at 470, and it double tops and pulls back sharply. I bailed the balance at 450. Where do we have 450, yep. And then I'm watching it because now this is the first pullback. So I'm watching for the first green candle to make a new high. So this is the first green candle, but I'm looking for the one to make a new high, which is this one here. And so I was looking to get long, if the next one was green over the 459, 460 area, but it takes off too quickly. I don't want to chase too bad. And off it goes. And I missed the trade, but what a great move it makes. I do go long at 5. Actually I got long, I think it was at 4. Yeah, right around 5. And for the push through the whole dollar. Normally I'd only hold it for 10 or 20 cents, but it kept going. I sold it 470, and it just kept, or 570, and it just kept going. It makes this double top. But this is a good reason. You can see why I sell on the way up, because if this was the breakout here, let's just say, and you get long, and look how sharply this corrected. It went from 650 to 575 or so in less than 5 minutes, probably most of it in the first minute or two. You'd have no opportunity to bail out. Well, you can, but you'd have to have market orders. You never know what you're going to get failed. So one of the reasons why I'm always taking profits on the way up, because then it dropped again. So within 15 minutes, it had gone from 650 to 430 or something like that, and then another pops up, and then again, and here you are back to 480 in a matter of 30 minutes from 650. So just a good reason why I always sell on the way up. But that's just my style. Anyways, that's my trade. Thanks.